Hey, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many and millions of y'all who's watching, listening, and checking this out all around the world. Sit back and relax and enjoy it because it's going to be a stone groove. That's right, y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. And don't you dare be sour. Welcome to a channel where you can just vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. But at the same time, please be mindful and respectable to others. Welcome to the Den with your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause after they made him, they broke the mold. So now, here's the Den with your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
All right.
May I rise?
Rap, tell me a little bit right here.
Talk to me. Say something.
Yo, what's up? How y'all doing, everybody? Welcome to a channel where you can actually vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. Yeah, that's right. Y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. Sit back and relax, cause it's gonna be a stone groove. Shit, I can't lose what I can use. And that's right, I know what to do is to set the groove and put y'all in the mood. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in and check out and watch The Den with me, your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause after they made me, they broke the mold. So just sit back and chill out and enjoy it. Cause like I say, it's gonna be a stone groove and you can bet your bottom dollar that you won't regret it. So now, here's The Den and enjoy with me, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
And guess what?
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in, check out and watch The Den. Yes, I'm your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause after they made me, they broke the mold. That's right. Oh yeah. And I want to thank all the viewers returning, new, unique, and first time viewers. Hey Teresa, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How y'all doing? I know y'all got a taste of that storm yesterday, cause we did too up here yesterday. And before I start, I just want to let y'all know that's one of the reasons why I did not go live yesterday because of the storm. Yes, the Wi-Fi internet kept going in and out, back and forth, so wasn't no need for me going live. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me. Say something.
But at least I got a chance to relax, and then it made me come up with some stuff that I need to talk about today. While I was sitting at home all day yesterday watching the news. You know what I mean?
Rap, tell me a little bit right here.
But anyway, that's good, Teresa. I'm glad y'all blessed here. So everything going smooth down in Decatur way is greater, huh? Yeah, but anyway, y'all. Yeah. And before I get started too, I just want to give my shout outs to everybody whose birthday today, January the 10th. And happy belated birthday to the ones whose birthday yesterday was January the 9th, like I said. Didn't go live due to the storm. And glad to hear that too, Teresa. But anyway, and I want to give my shout outs and my love to all my people all across this country, Alaska, Hawaii, all around the world, even in Canada and Mexico. Yes. But okay, getting back. Okay, now I'm about to say something.
Rap, tell me a little bit right here.
The storm, I'm just want to talk about this storm on our end, you know, on the East Coast. Started from Florida, went through Georgia, all through the Carolinas, Virginia, and it really got bad when it passed D.C. and went up by Philly and Jersey and New York and even Boston. Yeah, it was pretty bad yesterday. I mean, I was surprised. I mean, it was too dangerous to go out yesterday because we actually had floods up here where it was over in Greensboro, but in Burlington as well. But I was watching the news yesterday and I saw a flood that was so bad that it trapped somebody's car. And the first thing I could say, the first words that came out of my mouth was,
Mary, sweet Mother Jesus.
I mean, all I could say too was,
Bless their heart.
yeah. See, this is something I'm not used to up here, all this flooding and stuff. I mean, in Atlanta, Georgia, I didn't see too many floods in Atlanta. And we had a lot of bad thunderstorms, had a couple of tornadoes. But now up here where I'm at in Burlington, I call this tornado alley because of the spread out land they got up here in North Kakalaki. Yes. I mean, if you go on 85, if you go on 85 and 40 by the area where I'm at, and you look on the other side where we going toward like 85, like north and east, like going toward Durham and Raleigh. Yeah, leaving Greensboro. You'll look at that land out there. It's so far and spread it out so wide. I just call it 40 acres and no mule because it's a whole lot of land I see on the side. When I be on the highway and I look on the side of it, see all that land, I'm like,
good God Almighty.
But like I said, this is not the first time I've seen land like that. Hell, remember, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. In fact, Georgia in a way, because that's all we got in Georgia, a whole bunch of land. And put it like this, where I'm at now back of like when I was a little kid, on up to a teenager, they would consider Burlington the country. Yeah, they would consider that the country. But you don't know which one is country now because even the rural towns done built up something awful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything is growing in this country. We got more people, got a whole lot of people in this country. I mean, a lot of people moving to the rural areas now. Now, I remember before all this, I remember in the South, when people went, especially us, I remember a lot of our people were leaving the South to go up north, Midwest, or out west. They were trying to get the H away from the South during that Jim Crow era, that segregation era. But guess what? Now they want to come back. Out of all that crap what don't went down, now they want to come back. I mean, I guess it's not what it's cracking up to be up north because, like I told somebody, I'm going to say it just like I tell anybody else. Didn't nobody tell y'all to go from the southern rope to the northern dope. And now y'all want to come back and claim that what we ain't got. 40 acres and a mule. Well, you know what? They can give me the 40 acres to hell with the mule. You know, we'll get a tractor. Mule might get tired. All you have to do is fix a tractor, but a mule get worn out quicker than a tractor. So, like I said, but there's nothing wrong with living in a rural area. There's a whole lot of peace and quiet, though. Oh, yeah. And just to get off that subject, this is the one I really want to talk about. Yeah, I was watching the news in some country. It was like a little TV show down there. I mean, I don't know what went on in that country, but they went on there. They went on there taking over the TV show. I'm talking, they had them gangsters coming in there taking over the TV show. I said, good God Almighty. I said, there must be some bad motherfuckers if they go on the TV show and have people on gunpoint on TV where everybody can see it. Ain't that some shit? Now, we do that shit up here in America. Guess what?
Somebody gonna get shot.
But now, they don't give a damn. And they really don't. They don't care. They don't care. They just don't care in these other countries. I mean, they act like they don't have, not only they don't have no fear, but they have no remorse.
That's a damn shame.
But you know what? It is what it is. I mean, people live differently in other countries anyway, to be honest with you. On the real, for real. I mean, people have their way of living in those other countries. And, you know, and it's a certain, I ain't gonna call them out like that, but a certain person want to run a country like a dictatorship. We
ain't trying to have that shit going on over here in the U.S.
I mean, come on, they claim that it's the greatest country in the world, which I believe it is, but at the same time, too, just like in other countries, it's always some bullshit involved, and that is true. And I'm just gonna say this right here. To that certain somebody who call themselves still want power and they ain't got it, I just want to say this right here. I'm not going to say no name, but I'm just going to say this.
Man, sit your ass down somewhere. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that mess you talking about what you want to do, what you gonna do, how you gonna do it. Sit your tired old ass down.
Because guess what? Ain't nobody trying to hear that. And you just don't know. This person think they can just get away with everything. But you know what, though? You can't get away. One thing about it, you might get away with man, but you'll never get away with it with God. I mean, you might can outsmart man,
but you'll never outsmart God.
And you know, I'm just gonna say this right here, just to say. I mean, it's sad. I mean, I'm just saying this right here. Not trying to get all religious because that's something I'm not. I'm more about spirituality than religion. Now I'm gonna say this right here, y'all. I'm not gonna just bow down and kiss nobody where they think they want to be kissed because that's what they want you to do. Well, guess what? There's a whole lot of people not gonna do that now. They not gonna kiss nobody where they think they want to be kissed. And like I say, I'm not gonna say a certain person's name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. I just try to. They say we supposed to protect the innocent. Hey, Veronica, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, but like I was saying, some things they say some things not meant to be said, but it's a lot of names not to be mentioned either. But it's a lot of names that need to be mentioned because, especially if they feel like they all that in a bowl of grits. Because guess what? That certain person I'm talking about,
he already old.
And he need to stop trying to act like he all that in a bowl of grits before he turn over and have what you call a cardiac arrest. But like I said, if something was to happen to this certain person, I hate to say this, but I'm not gonna be sympathetic. I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that'll happen to somebody, but at the same time, you know what it'll be?
One less so-called sugar daddy we have to worry about.
And y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, I called him a sugar daddy. Yes, I did. That so-called used to number 45. Yes, yes. He think everybody's supposed to bow down, kiss him where he wanted to be kissed.
That ain't how it go.
So what I'm saying, if something tragic was to happen to this man, I'm not wishing nothing. I'm not wishing that on him. But if it happens, it happens. But like I said, he'll be
one less sugar daddy America got to worry about.
Because that's all. Because to be honest with you, that's how he claimed he got all this money he got. That's the only thing. You know, he can't be president. All he can do is be a sugar daddy. Yes, I called him a sugar daddy because he'll make a good. That little young girl he married. That's all he is to her. Is a
sugar daddy.
That's all he is a sugar daddy. Yes, I called him sugar daddy. But and look, and I hate to say this, I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus, but I'm just gonna say it from the bottom of my heart. That dude's so old. He got gray hair. He gonna have gray hair growing out his birth certificate. Now you know that's pretty old. And I'm surprised that he's still walking and breathing. I can't believe how much of a. I mean, they say when you get a certain age, you lose your mind. I mean, you lose your mind, but guess what? That man up at a certain age, I believe he sound like he got dementia. That man don't know. That man so old, he don't even know. I mean, he that old. He don't damn near lost his mind and act like he still know everything and don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. And like I said, if something was to happen to this man, I mean, people might acknowledge him, but to me and anybody,
Yeah, them so-called supporters
will. But like I said, though, them so-called supporters will lose their mind. But me personally, he'll be one less sugar daddy America got to worry about. Yes, and again, yes, I called him a sugar daddy.
Word the big bird.
He didn't do a damn. He didn't do a good job as president. And look, and I don't know why he trying to run again. He might as well just gone, like I said, with all that money he got, and the less and look, ain't already got the sense that God gave. He might as well just get into another profession, like I said, sugar daddy. So that's all he can be that's all he can be is a sugar daddy. Yeah, but personally, I don't give a damn because, like I said, you saying stuff. I mean, yeah, you might be honest, but he might be honest, but some stuff is not meant to be said. Some stuff you got to keep to yourself. Well, I hope they snap back to reality too, because I'm just gonna say this from the bottom of my heart. Anybody that follows him, them some
stupid motherfuckers.
And they are. They most stupid. And I mean, they are like they ain't got the sense that God gave them.
Rap to 'em a little bit right here.
I mean, and that is true though. It ain't no. I mean, most of them don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Follow. How you gonna follow man? You don't follow man. If anything,
you worship the Lord.
Yeah, you don't follow man. Man ain't gonna do nothing but disappoint you. But guess what?
There is no failure in God.
And that is true. Man will disappoint you all day long, but God will not. And I'm going to say it one more time. I got to say this again, y'all.
There is no failure in God.
Yeah, thank you, Veronica. I'm glad you said that. Oh, yeah, and about Sugarfoot. Yeah, Steve Harvey. Now, like I said, he's telling jokes, but he's not saying Cat is a liar. Well, guess what?
Let the truth be told.
Cat is telling the truth. I mean, he trying to rebut. He trying to rebut with some jokes.
You think they're gonna do anything? Nope.
Cause guess what? Like I told you before, Veronica, if I would have known that was a toupee he had on the top of his head during that time, I would have called his ass Sugarfoot. Yeah, I would have. I would have called him Sugarfoot because that's what he looked like. With that high top face, he looked like a Sugarfoot. Like his name should have been Sugarfoot. And then he got them shift eyes. You could tell he's shystery. But when he first started in comedy, I mean, he do wear some nice suits. I got to give him his props. Them suits I love them suits he wear. Hell, I might have to get me one myself. But guess what? But back before he got them sharp ass suits, them suits he used to wear before, them secondhand hammer down suits.
He looked like a Kansas City pimp. No, a Kansas City
P-O-P-I-M-P. That's what he looked like. A P-O-P-I-M-P. But I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna really talk about Steve Harvey like that because, hey, I don't know what he doing. You know, like they said, I'm not gonna put his shit out there like that. But I will say this: I'm still ticked at him about when he was on Showtime at Apollo when he teased those guys who did pretty damn good doing a rendition of them changes by Band of the Gypsies. Yeah, Hendrix, Miles, and Cox. And Steve gonna pick on him like that, man. And like I said, if I was there and I would have known he was wearing a toupee with that flat top wig he was wearing,
his ass would have got joned the fuck out
that day. Cause I would have joned that joker so bad. I would have made him look like a sick puppy. Yeah, he think he can jone, but hell.
You ain't heard Carlos yet, have you, brother?
I mean, come on, man. I respect Steve Harvey. I mean, one thing I will say about him, I might not agree with a lot of stuff he said or did or whatnot, but one thing I will acknowledge, when it comes to the old school, yeah, we connect, especially with the old school music. Now, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna be real with you. Now, people gonna be people. They gonna do what they gonna do. They gonna say what they gonna say. But who are we to judge? But I'm gonna say this right here. But when it comes to that old school funk and music and whatever, and you know what? That's a connection with us. That's our language. I mean, that will brought a lot of our brothers and sisters together. That funk, y'all. Funk. F-U-N-K. And guess what? Music, especially back in the day, music really brought a lot of us together. I mean, just funk. I mean, if you're black and if you put it like this, if you got funk, you got style. That's all. So I'm like I said, I might not agree with Steve Harvey on a whole lot of sugar honey iced tea, but he got funk and he got style, and when it comes to that, yeah, we in there on that. But anything else, I don't give a damn. But come on now, when it comes to the funk, the whole funk and nothing but the funk, connection, man, connection. I mean, that's one thing I love, some funk and some soul. And I do like jazz and blues, and I do like classic rock. But first and foremost, to me, y'all, gospel. Yes, I do love gospel. I mean, that helped me. That helps me throughout. They helped me throughout my years of my 55 years of life. So, you know, I got to put God first in everything. And I'm gonna say this before I close this. If nobody told me about the goodness of the Lord, and then nobody tell me about the Word of God, those so-called same church people be talking about me. And that's on the real. Well, brothers and sisters, yeah, my time is almost up. But I want to thank each and every one of y'all who took the time to tune in, check out, and watch and join me on the den. Now, if you're not able to, one thing about it, if you're not able to catch this live, you can always catch me on the replay.
Rap them a little bit right here.
And that's the truth, the whole truth, and way beyond the quintessential truth.
Root.
And I want to thank all the viewers, first-time viewers, recurring viewers, new viewers, and unique viewers. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, and if you find it in your heart and feeling in the depths of your soul, please hit that like or subscription bell.
I sure would appreciate it.
And I want to thank Teresa Baker, and I want to thank Veronica Smith, my fiance, my real Booger Sugar, for joining on the live chat, and Teresa Baker, my Decatur West greater partner, and her daughter Ebony. Now, I miss those times down there where I used to have her, Ebony, her mom, her dad, had everybody laugh, because that's all I could. Because you know what, when I made them laugh, I felt like I accomplished a whole lot. So, especially when it comes to the Lord, because one thing I tell people, if I don't make nobody laugh or smile, I didn't accomplish nothing worth of sugar honey iced tea. Yeah, I miss it too, Teresa, because I like when y'all used to fall out the chair and just laugh. I mean, yes, I remember. Don't think I ain't forgot about that when you fell out the chair and laughed. Cause guess what? Them were the good old days, and your mama used to say, "Something wrong with you," and they used to take the sugar and iced tea out of me too. But anyway, y'all, FYI, hopefully, if God's willing, I will be back later on between the 5:30, 6 o'clock, or 6:30 hour. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time to tune in, check out, watch, and enjoy the den. And yes, and I will see, and hopefully, if God's willing, I will see y'all later on. But until then, God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And by all means,
Please behave yourselves.
And thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out, tune in, watch, and enjoy the den with your host,
Me,
Carlos Stargell.
the last.
Because when they made me, they broke the mold. So until then, y'all, peace, two fingers. I'm out here like last year. Later when you're straighter.